Welcome to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. This is a collective reading for May 22nd through 28th, 2022. For those of you who are subscribers, great to see you. For those newbies, welcome. Everyone's welcome here. Feel free to hit, share, subscribe. If you subscribe, I come out with weekly readings as well as a beginning and mid-month. Golly, there's links down below if you want a reading or spiritual coaching or some of my frequency jewelry or something custom made. My website's below, including links to the oracle decks I created. It doesn't require any special, knowledge or anything to use them. They're just, for guidance. And the interesting thing about May is the readings have all had similar themes threading through them. So let's get started. Overlying energy, we have exchange of gifts again, and I shuffled the deck. So this week there could be some kind of exchange, pleasant exchange of whatever that gift is, knowledge, wisdom, monetary, whatever that might be for you. So that's a nice card to have for the week. Building blocks. You are in this building period of releasing and creating a new foundation. And it's 28 with numerology, it's a 10, which talks about new beginnings. There could be a message in a bottle for you this week, some kind of message coming in. Could be phone call, text, mail, whatever that is. Could be a verbal message. And maybe that's part of that exchange of gifts, but be open and aware to some, I would say, positive news coming in, because the next card was happy, something that brings you joy, happiness, finding your bliss, right? Going after that or may assist you with that. From the Starseed deck, we have all paths lead to home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And that's been the homework, you might say, for the month of May, is going within, listening to those niggles and nudges and finding out what works for you, what's right for you. And home it can be a physical place, but ultimately home is here, right? What brings you joy? What brings you peace? What brings you happiness? We have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. So that's why you've been encouraged all month to go within, do the work within, to have these epiphanies, these things that come into your awareness that you're able to examine, heal, change. So that's a beautiful message. Bottom of the deck, activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. For some of you, you may be drawn to particular places that I don't know, make you feel a certain way in a good way. For some of you, you may be drawn to locations with travel that have a connection to you in some way, shape, or form, whether it's in this life or maybe a previous life. But ley lines are a powerful intersection of the planet's energies. They're actually a real thing. They're a reason we have sacred sites, ancient sites throughout the world, and they're all on the same ley lines, which is really interesting. So take what resonates on that one, and if that applies to you, great. If it doesn't, leave it behind. We also have commitment, which it says you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. What are you committing to? What shifts, changes are you making for yourself to better yourself? That is what you're being asked to commit to take care of you and what that looks like. Present, you live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. So being present in what's going on, what you're feeling. There may be things that are triggering you that you need to address. And that's why this month you're being asked to release those, heal them, and move on. Self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Your own cup has to be full. You have to be worthy and have self-love for yourself first and foremost. And that's when you're able to give love or open up to even more love when that cup is overflowing. So self-love and loving the past, loving those things that were uncomfortable, difficult, and knowing that they were part of your journey, part of your life lessons to aid you in your growth. Bottom of the deck is virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow, leading by example again, which that's why you focus on yourself and then everything vibrates out. It is what it is. This has been a reoccurring theme this week. Letting things unfold and happen and knowing that they're happening because they're meant to happen. Knowing that they're all experiences are good, even the most difficult ones, the obstacles, the challenges, because they're making you uncomfortable to address something, to shift, to change something, how you perceive it, how you relate to it, how you act, the thoughts that you have. Great big love. Not only love for spirit's sending you love, great big love, assistance, your ancestors, the divine, but also it opens your heart, expands your heart to greater love for yourself, for your community, for your family, humanity. Bottom of the deck, the rose's kiss. Having gratitude for everything around you, kind of like stop and smell the roses is what I also get with this, that you are being present to be grateful for all the wonderful things that you get to experience, you get to have in your environment, that are occurring in your life, right? Yeah. Navigating the stars, follow your bliss. What makes you happy, right? It can, and maybe it's creating a peaceful home environment. Maybe it's trying something new you've always wanted to try. The company of another person, a friend that you want to reach out to and connect with. But you have free will. You get to navigate how that's going to be, what you're going to create for yourself. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past and heal the present. This has been a reoccurring theme this month. Loving yourself in spite of everything and healing so that you're able to begin anew, and to be more present in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. It's not always, but as you come from a place of peace, of compassion, of love, you're able to go with the flow, right? It puts you in that state of equilibrium and watching it unfold and reacting differently to it. That's part of that flow. And it creates smooth sailing, which brings you peace, which brings you calm. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. This includes your mental clutter, by the way, besides physical clutter. Maybe there's some things that you don't need to be overextending yourself with. So whatever that is, or if it's clutter in your house, it's May, still kind of spring, maybe there's some even cleaning, energetically cleaning your house, getting rid of things, donating things, that can be of assistance. Universe has your back. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So the more joy you have in the present moment, the more things of joy, of abundance, of blessings are able to unfold for you. Bottom of the deck, I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. Love and compassion for yourself, for everything, right? It's the 13th universal law, and it's a powerful one. So in the tarot spread for this week, the challenge or obstacle or focus is the 7 of coins. This talks about planting those seeds and nurturing those seeds. So whatever these things, these thoughts, these actions, these words, acts of kindness, whatever it is, steps you've taken to create the life that you want, that they're asking you to plant those seeds, those intentions, so and then nurture them so that the universe can assist you in manifesting these, right? Spirit's advice is the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So what's interesting about these two cards is the King of Wands is the guy that, he's in balance. There's our infinity symbol, and he's going in the flow. It's the ebb and flow of things. But he goes after, takes action on what excites him, what drives him, what he's passionate about. And the Knight of Swords talks about moving forward with whatever this is, with your truth, your integrity, your wisdom, to take flight, to go for it, charge ahead. Don't they're telling you to move forward, not to resist, not to delay. And if you follow Spirit's advice, the outcome is the Page of Swords. You moving forward in a new way. Swords are all about mental, the mental part of things, how you view things, how using sort of discernment, you use that to cut out things that don't serve you with the truth and integrity, and getting justice, getting what's right for you, what's best for you, what's balanced for you, right? And the Wheel of Fortune. So this it ends an old cycle so that you can begin a new cycle. This talks about completion of karma for some people. It's also about luck and beautiful things coming, right? So bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. This talks about going, and he's flying with the wands, like going after it. What are you passionate about? Taking swift action. With the Page of Cups, what makes you heart-centered? What brings you joy? What makes you emotionally fulfilled? Taking that step, right? So, yeah. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, getting out of your head, letting go of stress, anxiety that doesn't serve you anymore. So, that is your message for this week. I am going to go to the keys to the 13 universal laws, which is an oracle deck I designed. There's 2 other decks besides this one. So if you're interested, the links are below for daily messages you want to pull. But let's see what else the universe has for us this week. Quite a few. Bottom of the deck, key to relationships. So some of this releasing you may need, or things you need to heal, at least for yourself. You can't necessarily heal the other person, involve relationships. And it could be relationships with people, it could be relationships with things, right? The relationship you have with yourself. Key to positivity is being positive, choosing key to being present again. Key to strength, having the strength to move forward, and the key to partnership. So it shifts your relationships with yourself, with the divine, the universe, God. It also changes your partnership as a co-creator with what you want to create in this world, and what also goes, what you send out, the partnerships that you have with other people, right? Beautiful. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and we'll see you next time. Bye.